1%ers, welcome back. Let's take a look at the Clippers versus the Celtics. Kawhi Leonard. His nickname is Robot. He looks definitely robotic. He's definitely learned moves, but he's not fluid. It's so clunky. Nice little turnaround fadeaway. Still not fluid. Fluid is the optimal thing that all players should be looking for. Tatum, up and coming star, little Kobe, taller version of Kobe, little punch step back there. Tatum's nice. He's going to be an all-star. Bulked up a little bit. There's that little push-out jumper that I told you guys about. Chris Paul does it a lot. I don't know who 14 is, but he just did it there. You hold your guy in your hip and then bump out, find some space, and shoot it. Lou Williams still getting buckets. Swing, swing, boom to the corner. That's how you run a fast break nowadays. Push it up the side, give it to the cutter down the middle, swing it to the other corner for a three. Williams. So he has that bump out right there if he wanted it. Carson Edwards. Carson Edwards is a beast. He's just small. Physically, he moves very well. Out to Marcus Morris, and he drills the Morris for three. Carson Edwards getting some minutes. There it is. Nice little driving kick. Easy game, guys. Ball movement, man movement. Move quick. Don't just pound it up the floor like this. Like that. You could be one of our primary scorers. Clippers, their offense is so predictable, I guess, and slow. It's either pick and roll with Kawhi or Paul George, sometimes Lou Williams. Here he is out front, working against Kennard. That's a good matchup for him. Lead is down at 6 points. So a lot of teams are running the horn set, two on the wings. I mean, two in the corners, two around the elbows, and one guy up top. Usually works really well if you got a point guard. So you got to make something. You got to make something for yourself. As you see, nice little off-ball cut. Catch by Carson Edwards. There we go, Kawhi Leonard. There we go. Kennard, swing, swing, swing. There we go. So all that work by Kawhi, leads to all that good ball movement. So if you're the playmaker, you're going to be exerting the most energy. Like right here, Kawhi's just pounding that thing, looking for something, looking for something. Like that's just one-on-one. Get out of the way, and he can do that. But that gets real tiring over a game, especially when defenders can switch defenses on you over and over. They can double team you. Switch up defenders all the time. Jason Tatum. So he's been bulking up. He's got more aggressive. He's never kind of shied away from contact, but now that his body is a little bit stronger, I see him, embracing that physicality a little bit more because now he can punish the people instead of, take the abuse. He can be dishing it out. Little screen and roll. That's easy. The game is so easy for some of these elite guys. You get them on a screen, you set up a mismatch, and it's just all mismatches. Put a big guy against a little guy, a speed guy against a slow guy. It's not hard. Drive, jump stop, reverse pivot, or find an open man on the other side. I like these kind of longer highlights because it shows you a little bit more of the game. I don't have time to watch the whole game, and you kind of get a feel for the game with these highlights spread throughout the quarters and not just the flashy stuff. Step back. Boom. He should have came a little bit higher for that pass. So you got to run to the ball instead of grabbing it with your hand, but made a three anyways. Nice little dunk there. That's easy. Like, this is lazy defense. What is that? Who's guarding Jason Tatum? He's the best player on the floor. Screen and roll. Big guys. The game is that easy. It's really that easy. If you can shoot, you're a threat. Split the defense. There's that same exact play. So easy. Instead of shooting it this time, he just drives it. Zubats. I got a lot of hate on my other video when I kept confusing Jokic with Zubac, and I kept confusing them. Just, I still get hate on it, but it's all good. I'm not changing it. I'm too lazy to go back and change it. You guys can get mad at me.
There's ends of the floor. Both ends of the floor. Yeah, way to clarify that there, Mark.
Guys, that dude's a hard worker. You guys should be studying him unless you're elite level athlete at every single level that you play. Pritchard, Freddie Van Vliet, Kyle Lowry. These are all other guys you should be actually modeling your game after. Steve Nash, Steph Curry.
Boston outscored them, Richard, 38-20.
Tatum. Again, simple little pick. The guy backs up and he just pulls it in his face. Like,
he's got a lot of
practice that same shot over and over, which I'm sure Tatum does. There you go, a little punch out, sidestep jumper. Find that little space in that pocket. Kemba does it well. Chris Paul does it well. Devin Booker actually does it a lot, but usually towards the baseline. Who is that? Batum? Batum's looking pretty good for the Clippers. Like, it's pretty solid pickup. Hitting his threes. Solid defense. Getting a little bit slower.
Here comes Lou Williams. Morris had a notion.
Why you hesitate? There you go. Lou Williams playing with his food there. He could have just shot it if he really wanted to, but decided to just joke around with him. There he goes again. That could have been a three easily, but I guess he wanted to attack the rim a little bit, put pressure on Zubac. Nice little one-legged fade. Lou Williams. Always coming back. He's a master of his body control. Always fade into the left. Learned that from Iverson, he said, a long time ago. When he was on the Sixers with Iverson. Tatum. There we go. So confusion there. They all think that ball's going to Tatum, and Kemba just reads what's going on and cuts, and then he gets a nice pass. Ibaka.
Well within reach of that, with plenty of time to play. 4 minutes to go.
Pound, fade away.
Kawhi got to his spot.
Taking his time, post. Kawhi's not exciting. I get it, man. He's kind of boring to watch. Turn around, fade away. Even that fade away, I know he's worked on it, but he's not fluid. It's ugly. I mean, it goes in, but it's still ugly. Like, I like games that look good and flow. Kawhi's game is not look good. It's effective. It's definitely effective. Don't get me wrong. I'd take him on my team, but it doesn't look pretty.
I like the story of Tom Brady. I love the story of Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, why didn't you pass that to the middle? Oh, got bailed out. There it is. Little pump right there. Side step back. Don't gotta get all the way to the rim. You find that little space. You put that pressure on that big. Once he backs up, and then you can just bump out to a little bit of space. Brick. Kawhi Leonard, I do not think he's real clutch, man. He's too rigid, especially when the game gets on the line. He can use his body to bully people and stuff, but usually those moves kind of take a little bit of time. So right here, So, do I like that shot? No, it's probably not that great a shot, but no Paul George. What are you going to do? He's just going to rise up instead of he knows he can't just blow by or cross him up. He don't got that time. Lou Williams. Maybe could have went to Lou Williams instead of Kawhi Leonard, but that might hurt some egos or create some problems in the locker room. Ice the game, make some free throws. Down the stretch, God, I wish they would change the rule here. Something. It's too slow down the end.
Such clutch free throws by them.
Little last lead here. I don't know. Well, that was a pretty boring game. The Clippers, on paper they look real good, but they get too stagnant, and their offense is not fluid enough. They don't have a chance.